Well, we made it to February. Hey, it's Eric again, back with another Portland food focus from my car. And today I feel like tapping back into my Midwest roots a little bit. And I hear there's a place that does a pretty good Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich. So let's head into Southeast Portland and get a Sammich from Sandwich. No, that's not it. Let's get a sandwich from Sammich. There we go. Let's eat. Well, it is a mighty rainy afternoon here in Southeast Portland, Oregon, but I've got some stuff that's gonna warm me up from Sammich. Sammich is on 22nd, just north of Burnside, actually, so I guess technically it's in Northeast Portland. I just assume everything is Southeast. For those of you who are not familiar with Portland, generally speaking, Portland is split up into 4 quadrants: northwest, southwest, northeast, southeast. There's also North Portland and South Portland, but I'm not going to try to explain the geographic specificities of those right now. Burnside Street splits the town between its north and south sides. Everything north of Burnside is northwest or northeast. South of Burnside is southwest or southeast. And then the Willamette River splits everything east to west. As I've said before, I spend the vast majority of my time in Southeast Portland, hence my mistake in this video. We're actually parked in Southeast Portland after going to Northeast Portland. Anyway, let's get into this food. Today I got 3 items from Sammich. We got their signature item, I believe, which is their Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich. We got their burger, it's called Da Burg. And then we've got something called the Tray, which is an Italian grinder type sandwich that I'm very much looking forward to eating. Let's get into it. I always like to try the burger first when I get a burger, because that's the thing that I feel like loses its deliciousness as the temperature drops. Looks like just a plain burger when you pick it up, but then you look at the bottom, grease is already starting to come through. It smells really good. Ooh. Yeah. This is gonna be a mess already, I know it, but that's fine. Give you a good look at it. You got really finely shredded lettuce, obviously, is the thing that pops out immediately. Got a burger patty, cheese, definitely some kind of sauce, served on this very soft bun here. Get a better look at it like that. Get a closer look here. Try not to spill anything. Oh God. All right, let's bite into this before it's too late. It's raining both inside the car and outside of the car today. They got a really good special sauce on this thing. Well, I want to put this thing down and describe it, but I'm afraid if I do, it's just going to end up in a puddle of its own sauce. They do not skimp on any of the toppings here on this burger. Get a kind of a good look on the inside here. It's almost got like the flavor profile of an Italian sandwich, you know, and like a nice mustardy, vinegary sauce, and that really finely shredded lettuce. But obviously it's a burger. Somehow the bun is maintaining its integrity despite the juiciness inside of it. There's a lot on that burger. The sandwich paper really shields the rest of the food from the grease and the sauce from the burger. It's good paper. Now that I've got a little bit more control over everything here, I can actually describe the burger. It's a burger that's simultaneously very simple, but very, very unique in terms of its flavor. The simplicity comes in that there's nothing inherently fancy about the burger itself. You know, you've got a really good burger patty, some nice cheese on top of it, some really finely shredded lettuce, and a really good burger sauce. So no, unique ingredients, nothing kind of out of the ordinary. But as I said before, the sauce itself almost gave the burger the flavor profile of an Italian sandwich. It was almost like a dressing as opposed to a sauce itself. Definitely got some mayo in there, some oil, maybe a little mustard even too. But yeah, that dressing, I'll call it, plus the really finely shredded lettuce almost made it seem like I was eating like a hamburger style Italian sandwich. It was really good. Smash burgers are becoming very trendy here in Portland, and I guess everywhere. I've highlighted a number of those over the last handful of videos that I've done. I don't know that I would necessarily call this a smash burger per se. More of a pub burger quality, built up a little bit more. But yeah, just really good. Really, really good. It's the most finely shredded lettuce I've had on a burger, maybe ever. One potential advantage of that really shredded lettuce is that if you let the burger sit for a minute, the shredded lettuce really sort of starts to liquefy, becomes almost like a slaw. So it's like a burger whose toppings transform over the course of your eating it. Yeah, that gets a strong recommend from me. De Burg. Had to eat the whole thing. All right, well, we're gonna see how this goes. The number one item on the menu at Sammich is the Chicago Italian beef sandwich, or as they say it in Chicago, the Italian beef sandwich. Once again, I'm really impressed with this sandwich paper because as I'm unwrapping this thing, you can see all the toppings popping through, but like it's not leaking out anywhere. Whomever your sandwich paper supplier is, Sammich, they do a good job. I'm from Wisconsin, so I have an interesting relationship with Chicago-style food. All in all, I like it. Look at this thing. Holy crap. Okay, we got the Italian beef. Got the sport peppers on top here. Got the relish and the au jus. Let's give it the full dip. Oh, that's enough of that accent. I'm gonna spill this au jus all over my car. Before I get into the au jus, I gotta like do a preparation bite. So I can actually put a piece of this sandwich into this au jus cup here. And that's really good on its own. Nice spicy pop because of all these peppers on it. And the jardinard. I'm glad my car is 15 years old in moments like this, because if I mess it up, well, it's 15 years old, and at some point in the relatively near future, I'm probably gonna have to get a new one anyway. So let's do the dip here. Oh no! I knew it was gonna happen. All right. Well, I spilled the au jus on my jeans. Ow jeans. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead on that one before I just completely ruin everything in my immediate seating area. My car's gonna smell like au jus. Good flavor on that sandwich. Beef's decently seasoned, very tender. The pepper flavor and the jardinard obviously come through very strongly. I'm looking forward to eating more of that at home. I have a little more space to maneuver, or maybe I can like put it on a counter or something. My wife, who's from Chicago, will enjoy that very much. So I look forward to sharing the rest of that sandwich with her. Finally, onto the tray. This is their grinder, one of their grinders. As you may remember from my visit to Lardo, they had my favorite sandwich that I ate in 2020. My favorite thing I ate in 2020, actually, with their griddled mortadella sandwich. High standard being set. This one looks pretty good too, though. This also has mortadella on it. Probably some Swiss or provolone cheese on here. We've got, again, that really finely shredded lettuce, mayo mustard, and I'm guessing some of that same dressing that was on that burger. I'm guessing it's the dressing. Let's take a bite and find out. Now let's see. We've got some prosciutto, some mortadella, and some provolone cheese. It's a classic Italian sub. Bread's really soft. It's really good. Soft but sturdy, you know, holding everything in place. Again, I'm loving this finely shredded lettuce and that dressing. Get a bottle of that. If I hadn't already eaten an entire burger and some of an Italian beef sandwich, I'd be tempted to eat this and its friend here sitting in my lap. But I'm starting to get full. So I'm gonna do one more bite of this because it's really good. An Italian sandwich like that seems like a simple thing to put together. Anybody can do it, right? No. I mean, sure, I could have stayed at home today, made myself a little turkey sandwich. It would have been fine. But not like this. First of all, how often do I have all those Italian meats and cheeses in my house at the same time? I mean, maybe if I'm having some people over, but basically never. I couldn't shred my lettuce that finely if I tried all day. And I know for a fact that there's no way that I could make a sauce that's even close to the dressing that was on top of that Italian sandwich, the tray, and the burger that I had. Sandwiches from sandwich places need to be excellent. And with Sammich having been in business for so long, it's no wonder that I got the quality of the food that I received today. The burger was very enjoyable, very unique tasting, but nothing, showy or ostentatious. The Chicago Italian beef sandwich tastes like something that you'd get if you went back to Chicago. The roll on that one has a nice crisp on it, which is more appropriate for that type of sandwich. Whereas the roll on the tray is nice and soft, making for a more usual deli sandwich experience. Quality of the meat on both sandwiches was excellent. My only recommendation, if you're gonna get a sandwich from Sammich, don't eat it in your car. You're gonna need room to maneuver, room to lean. As you can't see, but I can see all the crumbs and lettuce shreds and au jus puddles that are now in my car. I'd recommend giving yourself a little more room to maneuver with a Sammich sandwich. But that being said, if you're craving a good Italian beef sandwich, nice simple but delicious tasting burger, or a grinder, get yourself over to Sammich. They've got a lot more other menu items to choose from, a lot of unique sandwich creations, as you might expect from a place called Sammich. I kept with the 3 things I got today just to sort of keep it basic, give myself a decent idea of what the place has to offer. And what they have to offer is delicious food. So get on over to near Northeast Portland, get yourself a sandwich from Sammich. Back at home after getting some delicious food from Sammich in Northeast Portland. Really enjoyed everything I had. Not a burger place per se, but definitely a place I would go to get de burg once again sometime in the near future. Really like their Chicago Italian beef sandwich, as well as the tray. A great grinder, good Italian meats, soft bread, cold cheese, shredded lettuce, and the highlight for me across all 3 sandwiches was the dressing that they put on top. Like I said, Sammich, if you ever decide to sell that on its own in a bottle, let us know. We will buy it. That's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of the day. If you want to see more of my content, you know exactly what to do. Take care.